This week we have updates on this past week's Memorial Day celebrations in town, 2 proposed marijuana dispensaries along Route 110, details on what could be a brand new J.V. Fletcher Library, and great news from the Roudenbush Community Center. From Nanasset to Parker Village, it's time for WestfordCAT News. We start off with round 2 of what was one of the most controversial topics at this year's annual town meeting. Ebby Maceladon returned to the Board of Selectmen last week with a new plan for 66 and 68 Boston Road, better known as the former Drew Gardens property. Maceladon's new plan provided a restaurant totaling 20,000 square feet, a 37% decrease from the prior proposal. The plan also had 17 fewer parking spaces than the first one, and renewed agricultural activities once again expected on the northern 2/3 of the property. He also proposed to reimburse the town for the money it spent on the agricultural preservation and restriction on the southern third of the property, and also promised to pay for sidewalks along Boston Road. A waiver from that agricultural preservation restriction is needed for the restaurant. Voters expressed their concerns at this year's annual town meeting, where a waiver request on the first restaurant proposal narrowly failed. Despite the new proposal's changes, there were still plenty of concerns. Selectmen went back and forth over the proposal's legal procedure, and former Selectman Bob Jeffries voiced his worries ranging from zoning violations to stormwater runoff. However, that proposal also had supporters. Keith Bain, owner of the property until the 1990s, felt that the restaurant was the best way to re-beautify the property.
Answer a question about changing this land. When you put the restaurant on there, it makes the agriculture possible. It is a backup for the agriculture. Believe me, I was on that land for 35 years. You cannot make a living through agriculture on that piece of land. You cannot generate enough income. The only way to have any agriculture on the land is to do something that is like this. You have to have some income generating engine in order to do agriculture on the rest of it. That's really the only way to do it.
That wasn't all that was covered at last Tuesday's Board of Selectmen meeting. The board also discussed 2 medical marijuana dispensaries proposed along the Route 110 corridor. Representatives of both dispensaries came before the Selectmen earlier in May to request letters of support or non-opposition. The letters are part of a process prescribed by the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, indicating that the proposed dispensaries meet minimum requirements under the town's zoning and general bylaws. However, Selectmen were unsure how to proceed, as the town's zoning bylaws only allow 1 medical marijuana dispensary in town. They were also unsure how a ballot initiative in November regarding recreational marijuana might impact this process. Representatives of both medical marijuana dispensaries eventually withdrew their applications, at least for the time being. There was more news from Tuesday's meeting, and we'll come back to it later in the program. Let's take a look around town at some upcoming events.
On June 8th, kids from all over town will gather at the Fletcher Library to debate perhaps the most important topic for anyone growing up: should homework be abolished? Hosted by the Toastmasters Gavel Club, this special community debate, run by kids, will be held at the library from 4:30 to 6 in the meeting room. To RSVP, head to gavelclubspeakers.org. Colonel Wolfgang Samuel will be at the library to talk about his book titled German Boy, A Refugee's Story on June 16th. In addition to a discussion about his book, which recounts his tales of surviving growing up in Nazi Germany, Samuel will also describe his 30-year career with the U.S. Air Force, where he received numerous medals in combat over Vietnam, as well as during reconnaissance missions over the former Soviet Union. This event takes place on Thursday, June 16th at 1 p.m. and is free and open to all. Westford's 6th annual strategic planning retreat is taking place on Thursday, June 16th at 5:30 p.m. Once again, it will be hosted at Kimball's Farm, and town officials will have presentations on important initiatives around town. And they're looking for your input on these plans. There's free food to those in attendance. For more information, head to westfordmass.gov/SPR. It doesn't get much better than free dinner and sharing your opinions. We hope to see you there. The Westford Business Association will hold a member mixer at Eviva Cucina on Tuesday, June 21st at 5 p.m. Whether you're a member, want to be a member, or are looking to connect with a member, we hope that you'll consider joining us at Eviva Cucina at the Cornerstone Square. They've launched a new website, westfordbusinessassociation.com, and we hope you'll visit it and learn more about the organization. Artist and author Andrew Kuzman will be coming to the Parish Center for the Arts to present his new book, Palette of Dreams. Kuzman's art career began in Westford, and he'll be returning for the third time, his third show at the PCA, with works inspired by Westford, as well as other important areas in his life. The event takes place on Sunday, June 26th. For more information, head to westford.org/PCA. My name is Sarah Fletcher. I'm the Marketing Outreach Manager here at WestfordCAT, and I'm inviting you to come and be an events announcer for an upcoming news program. Give us a call at 978-692-7152 if you'd like to experience a little bit of broadcasting. Come on in and give it a try. We're going to set you up for success, and you'll have fun too. Back to you, Ira.
The school committee is about to adjourn for summer, but last week they heard from some parents and students frustrated with the school department's policies regarding religious holidays. 3 policies were discussed related to the topic, seeking to update a mandate passed in 2014 prohibiting tests or homework on religious holidays. However, there was concerns from the audience that the policies were not being fully enforced and that important lectures as well as tryouts for sports teams were still being given on religious holidays. Several parents also expressed frustration with what they perceived as bias, citing that Good Friday is a half day due to professional development seminars for teachers, but students were not being given time off for Jewish holidays. The school committee doesn't take action on proposed policies until a second hearing, and this was only the first hearing for these 3 policies. But they were in general agreement that updates and amendments to the policy, as well as a new subcommittee examining cultural issues, would be beneficial.
Send the comments through NINA for us, because we are definitely, I think we're all on the same page. We understand that the problem exists. We're all trying to get to that place where we think we need to be as far as being fair and equitable to everyone. And obviously the first cut didn't make it.
It's unclear when the second hearing will be held, although it was noted it would likely be held either before the committee adjourns for summer or when they return in August. The Roudenbush Community Center announced last week that it's received $100,000 to make its playgrounds ADA compliant. Roudenbush Community Center Director Patty Fichette began the drive to make the playgrounds accessible to the handicapped after seeing a paralyzed young boy unable to play with his friends last year. The money comes as part of the Cummings Foundation $100,000 for 100 initiative, which provides $100,000 to 100 nonprofit organizations around the greater Boston area each year. This marks the 3rd time they've given a grant to a Westford group, following awards to the East Boston Camps in 2014 and the Cameron Senior Center in 2015. And now it's time for another health tip from our own Rekha Sharma.
Hello everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Ayurveda is all about healing yourself inside out in natural ways. Today I'm going to talk about lemon. Lemon is a rich source of vitamin C. It is rich in antioxidants and minerals. It is a natural immunity booster. It is used in small quantities. Lemon juice helps to fight formation of the radicals which cause cancer. It is anti-aging and helps to fight the skin damage by the sun. Lemon increases the iron absorption by enhancing the body's ability to absorb iron. Lemon also lowers the risk of obesity, heart disease, and it promotes overall health, healthy complexion, and increased energy levels. Therefore, add some lemon juice to your juices, salad, and cooking to get the benefit. Please check with your healthcare provider if you have any medical conditions. See you next time with a new health tip on WestfordCAT News. Bye for now.
Hurricane season started last week. Are we going to see stormy weather in Westford or more sunshine? Joe Seppi has the answer. Take it away, Joe.
Hello, Westford. This is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for this weekend and the week of June 6th. The clouds and showers will be in our area for a few days. Here's what's coming up. On Saturday, it will be partly sunny and warm with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 57. On Sunday, we will see clouds in the morning and rain showers in the afternoon. The high will be 77 and the low will be 58. On Monday, it will be cloudy in the morning with rain showers in the afternoon. The high will be 77 degrees and low at 57. On Tuesday, it will be cloudy again with occasional rain showers. There will be a high of 76 degrees and a low of 52 degrees. On Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 72 and a low of 52. On Thursday, it will be mostly cloudy early with showers later in the day. High of 74 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. On Friday, it will be partly sunny in the morning and overcast in the afternoon. High of 76 degrees and low of 53 degrees. That is it, Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone. Also, congratulations to all Westford Academy seniors who will be graduating this weekend.
Speaking of weather, Westford's Sunday morning Memorial Day ceremonies narrowly escaped temperatures that approached triple digits on Saturday and the remnants of Tropical Storm Bonnie on Monday. The beautiful weather brought a large crowd to the town common for a ceremony that honored Westford residents who had sacrificed everything for their country. Before the ceremony, parades took place throughout town at various veterans memorials, while others on the town common read names of those from Westford who served in America's wars. Following one last parade from the Roudenbush to the common, speeches by local dignitaries, and the replacement of the town common's flag by local Boy Scouts, the audience was introduced to a drum that will be part of a statue honoring Westford's Minutemen. Designed by firefighter Dave Christiana, the statue will be erected at Minot's Corner. Christiana also created the 9/11 statue in the town hall's courtyard. Stay tuned to WestfordCAT to watch the ceremony in its entirety. And last but not least, at Tuesday's Board of Selectmen meeting, J.V. Fletcher Library Director Ellen Rainville shared her plans for a significant renovation of Westford's library in 2020. The proposed renovations would retain the library's historical facade along Main Street, but drastically change the back of the library, adding 10 more parking spaces, as well as a large new skylight and an expanded first and second floor that would bring a more open layout. An emphasis was placed on expanding meeting rooms as well, with an additional 3 meeting rooms on the third floor alone, as well as expanding the first floor's main meeting room to hold almost twice as many people. The first stage of the process depends on the voters this fall. They'll need to recommend the project as part of efforts to pursue $8.1 million in grant money from the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. Approximately 30 to 35 municipalities across the Commonwealth will be seeking grants, but Rainville believes just under a dozen will receive the actual grant funding. If Westford is selected, $1.3 million would need to be obtained from community preservation funding and private sources, and a $12.1 million bond would need to be approved by Westford voters. Rainville estimated that the $12.1 million amount would be just $1.75 per week over the life of the bond for an average Westford household. That's all the time we have for now. We leave you with scenes from the recent Gay 90s event at the Cameron Senior Center. For WestfordCAT, I'm Ira Kelt. We'll see you next time, Westford.